Okay, so welcome to my world. This is me, and this is my voice this time around. So, as you'll see, the world looks similar. I've started at the same spawn point, but in front of us now there's a little bit extra ground, which is the area I reclaimed from this here lake. Added a bit more ground on this level to give me a bit more room. Also added this little lump here, which I'll come back to that doorway later. Except for dropping the microphone, it's probably messed up the levels. This hill is sort of the same. This was a bit flatter before, and there's one obvious huge addition to the top of the hill, but we'll come back to that later. For this first video, touring what I've done, I'm going to roughly go around the outside first of all, without doing too much of the interior. So on the outside here, we've got the animal farm added. Here I've added multiple airlock type gate systems so that the animals don't annoyingly keep escaping. I don't seem to see it as an exit when there's the two locks there, so you can open the gates without them trying to follow you through. And the pressure plates on the outside make sure that it always shuts the gate behind you in case you forget. And we have chickens, we have sheep, we have cows, oops, and we have a second exit over here. Okay, and the other bit I'll show you on the outside is up on this hill, which is a more recent addition. As I've extended the house this way out underground, it's sort of broken out onto the surface here. We have this little feature designed to look a bit like a wood cabin on the side of a hill, I suppose. So it started off with this exit from the underground mining here, which came out onto this platform to give a nice viewing area and to look back at the hill over there, and then became a house up on the hill here, which at the moment has mostly just been about playing around with floor textures with different colours of wood, trying to get this sort of tartan pattern, which I think works quite nicely. That's it at the moment, not a lot more decor in there. And touring around the main house, if we zip back over here, obviously that tower is quite a prominent feature. I'll include a look around that in this first video. So we go up to the top of this little hill. My first thing I built up here, after clearing the trees to get some wood, was to build a small tower here with torches on the top to act as a landmark, so I could find the place again if I wandered off too far. And then I decided I needed a bigger landmark, and that became a bigger tower, which sort of got a bit out of hand, and has now become this monstrosity, which I now see as a sort of defence tower if ever you needed one. First of all, at this floor, this sort of intermediate floor, there's a potential storage area, if you like, but this is the main one for chests. And once I discovered how to get it into creative mode, populated this with chests and added a few bows and arrows, the idea being you could rush up here, man the barricades as it were, and see off people. Off to the north of the area where I started on the map is a lot of this tundra land. A bit difficult to do much with that, too much snow and not a lot else. Over to this side we've got a bit of a swampland area, and I've just started doing some work over there with a long rail line under the water over there, which goes all the way over to the islands over in the distance. You can see the house that I just did a quick tour of over there. Over on this side you can see the floating island, which I'm yet to decide what to do with, and you can see the overall view of the animal farm. And off to this side, a bit more awkward, is more tundra type land. So we'll go back down to the ground, and I'll leave this first video here at this point, just as an initial tour of what the outside still looks like, and the relatively minor changes to the landscape, I would say, given the amount of building work that has actually gone on. And we'll start the next video going in through the front door. So this is the front door of the main house now, and I'll join you again here in the next video.